Hey guys, Jason Dukes, Captain's Chair Coaching. 30 days of video, now on day number 60. I know, how does that work? Want to do something for 30 days, end up doing it for 60 days. That's probably how most things happen, right?
Well, you must enjoy what you're doing, Jordan.
Yeah. I'm here with Patrick Schiavino here. Let me see, let's figure this out here. Right, we're on Facebook Live. Hey Jess, are you in Florida or back in Jersey? So today what I want to talk about, well again, 30 days of video, we're on day number 60. And just today I want to talk about creating something, like just going out in the world and creating something, right? Again, finding your gift, giving your gift to the world, and just going out in the world creating something. And I'm here with Patrick Schiavino who, oh, awesome, Jess, you got to come down all day long, Asbury Underground, with the creator of Asbury Underground, Patrick Schiavino. So, yeah, just about getting out in the world and creating something. So I'm here with Patrick, who's going to tell us a little bit about the creation of Asbury Underground and what's going on here in Asbury and how you can also just start and go create something in your town too and in the world.
Well, it's absolutely true. I've been self-employed my whole life, so I just started out doing what I enjoyed doing, and I think that when you approach your life that way, work is not work, it's a passion. So I've been in the music business. I've booked national acts for 20 years. I'm one of the developers here in Asbury Park. I was one of the first ones to come in and buy up some buildings downtown and kind of kickstart what you see now in Asbury Park.
Which is awesome, and thank you. I just moved here, so I'm
good. Well, welcome.
Part of your vision a long time ago, I guess.
Great. And along with that, my idea was back then when I was buying buildings was to actually help the retailers and also help preserve the music and art presence here in Asbury Park. So in 2013, I was approached by Liquitex Paint to do a show here in my gallery, which would be showcasing their new non-toxic spray paints. So, to me, if it's not fresh air, it's toxic. I don't really matter what anybody says. But I said, yeah, I don't really like that idea. But let me think about this and get back to you with some sort of a solution. I didn't want to lose the biggest, distributor of art materials in the world as a sponsor for an event downtown. So I came up with the idea of, instead of having one space people confined to just my gallery, why not spread it around the downtown? And I created the first Asbury Underground Art and Music Hall, wow, where I had 10 singer-songwriters playing in 10 galleries downtown. And it was very successful. I didn't poo-poo the idea about the Liquitex spray paints. We actually did that outside.
Outside.
So we set up tents. We had artists here. We had murals going on downtown. It was quite an event, and it was very well attended. And on the heels of that, I was invited to participate the following January, which was 2014, in Light of Day. And now this is my 5th year with them. And, we've done it consecutively since January 2014, and it's grown every year, and it's also helped me grow Asbury Underground because of the tremendous amount of publicity that they get.
Yeah.
So, my last event in October 2017, we had over 10,000 people downtown, and, what was my idea right from the beginning actually worked, where we get all these people coming in, a lot of new people that haven't been to Asbury in a long time or haven't even heard about Asbury Park. So it helps the businesses, it helps get all of our musicians a lot of exposure. They're exposed to an audience that they typically will not see or who will not hear them. And also all the art. We have on that crawl, we had, I think, 16 different venues that actually show and sell original art downtown. Yeah, and we're a 4x4 block area here. Right. So, to give you an idea, where you have 160 musicians playing in 60 different shows. We had a comedy stage. We had a pop-up art show. We had a spoken word venue. You know, we try to cover all the creative bases, and it's just amazing the response that we've had and the support.
Yeah, I moved down during the October one. I actually went to the motor club over.
Yeah, Asbury Motor Club, on Lake Avenue. Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, and those guys that own that are musicians, you know.
Yeah.
So it's funny because you know, I've been in this town since 1984, and I was a young man when I first started here. But you know, I've seen these, I'm going to call them kids, grow up from being, you know, high school musicians and artists and going to college, or you know, doing what they do with their bands, to becoming business owners downtown. And it's great to see that metamorphosis of talent, you know, that you know, just keeps growing here.
Yeah.
And preserving the artistic integrity that we have in the town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
so it's really cool.
one of the things I noticed, you probably didn't notice, you were in here getting ready, but like I was just all the different stores down the way here are selling Asbury Underground T-shirts,
Yeah,
and like as I walk by, you know, people are like pulling out the Asbury Underground T-shirts and buying them up for the day, which I'm going to go do too.
Yeah, great.
Hopefully you have some hoodies, because I'm a hoodie guy.
No, we don't have any. We don't
No.
have hoodies, but maybe that's on the agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, the thing with Asbury Underground is that it's a free event. We don't charge admission. You know, I try to pay all the expenses through our sponsorships, and sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. But I really never really wanted to get heavily into like merchandising, and it's not about that.
Right,
you know?
right.
I mean, having the T-shirts are great because I think that people enjoy having some memorabilia, you know, of things that they attend, and you know, so that's cool.
That is cool. When was the last day that it felt like you went to work?
It's so funny because you know, my girlfriend is always giving me a hard time about, you know, I go from one project to another. You know, when Asbury Underground starts in midsummer, I get really stressed out, you know, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to keep track of. You know, I've been very fortunate that I now have 10 people on my staff that do specific things for me. So I've kind of graduated up to overseeing the whole thing, which has made it easier. My main function right now is to raise the money to pay everybody, which, like I mentioned before, is you know, it's not easy asking people for money. I hate to have to do that, but people embrace it, and they understand, you know, how important this is at this time in Asbury to keep this thing going. But you know, when you ask me about that, you know, it's not work, you know, it's a lifestyle. I mean, I'm an artist. I have the gallery here. You know, I own a bunch of real estate in town. You know, I'm involved in the music business. You know, everything that comes natural to me, I've been able to do in my life, which I feel very fortunate about. But it is hard work. I mean, enjoying your work doesn't mean that you sit on the couch all day. You know, you have to make it happen. You have to go out and make it happen. And believe me, you know, I have no special talents. You know, it's just, if you want to do something, just go out and make it happen.
Yeah.
There's a big world out there, and a very successful business person told me once, and I'll never forget it, that there's an ass for every seat, which means that, you know, no matter what you want to do in your life, there's an avenue to pursue it. So, you know, my you know, I guess my comment to you out there is that, you know, do something that you absolutely love. It's not work, you know, even if you're working 12, 14, 16 hours a day, enjoying what you do, you really don't want to do much of anything else.
Right, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So it's a much better lifestyle than, you know, going in and working for somebody else and punching a clock and doing something that you absolutely disdain or hate or can't, you know, function with every day. So, you know, you have one life, go out and do it.
Yeah. We just got a request to show some of the art. Do you have like 1 second to do that, or?
Oh, sure,
Yeah?
sure.
All right,
Well,
here.
you know, I would suggest to you, you know, we have a bunch of chairs in the gallery now, but,
Oh, yeah.
but I think, Jordan, if you just walked around and you could do that, you know, I really, you know, I can't comment on every single piece that's in here. I just don't have the time because it's a tough day for me. But this show that we have up now is curated by an outside curator They're an art advisory, Almacheco Boniface Art Advisory, and what they do is they're an art appraisal company. They also buy and sell collectible art. So everything in the gallery that you'll see today is actually owned by either that company or other individuals who are reselling the art. So you have some really prominent artists that are on display here today.
Very awesome.
So yeah, I try and change it up here. You know, I have a local show at least once or twice a year where I showcase local art, and then I do things that I think are really interesting that are going to bring new eyeballs into town, because you know, that's why I've kept this a gallery all these years. I just think it's really important. You know, to me, having a gallery is like having a performance space. You know, you change it up. You know, you have opening parties, receptions. You know, artists bring their friends in, their families, and you know, a lot of people, when they come to my art openings, this is the first time they've been to Asbury, or they haven't been here in a really long time,
right.
and they're amazed at what has happened here. So, so this is all part and parcel of, you know, the whole vision that I've had, you know, since I started here in 1984, is to just keep it going, preserve, you know, the integrity of the arts and the music scene, and you know, just continue to grow it into a really special place to live and work and be.
Yeah, well, you've done it.
Well,
So much so that I've moved here.
Thank you, Jordan.
Jason.
I'm sorry, Jason.
That's all right. That's okay.
I'm thinking Jordan from the
No,
press.
no.
Okay.
I got it. The other thing, just want to thank you, because this morning I woke up, it was like, well, what am I going to do for my video this morning?
Oh,
and
boy.
I like looked around to see what was
This is
going on
very
in
impromptu,
Asbury.
but
So
I really appreciate you coming.
yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Jason.
Yeah.
We've just met, so please.
Yeah, no, really.
And I'm old, so.
Well,
you know,
and these guys, they've been following me for 60 days. They get that I don't
60
remember
days,
anything
that's
any, either way.
a nice
Anyway,
even number.
yeah, but thank you.
So we
Thank
have a
you for being
beautiful
open.
day. If you're around, come on down. You know, it's free, no charge, and you know, I think that you'll be very excited to see some of these performers who, you know, have given graciously of their time and their efforts and their talents to come and do this for us today.
Yeah, it is really awesome. I'm going to be
Great.
hanging out all day. I'm just going to say some last things
Yeah,
for
go
the
ahead.
guys,
Thank
and probably what I'll do is take some. Is it cool to take pictures?
Yes,
Yeah. All right. So I'll take pictures and post the pictures, and then that way you guys have the art. The other thing, all of the Asbury Underground today is in conjunction with Light of Day, which is an important charity that I wanted to talk about specifically because it deals with Parkinson's disease, you know, which took the life of my dad. And as I posted a little bit earlier, also really kind of took the life of my family for about 2 to 3 years as we took care of my dad. So yeah, if you can take a look at Light of Day and just check out all the amazing things that they've done throughout the world now. And again, like doing it through music, like, you know, let's have a big fun concert and raise money for Parkinson's disease is pretty awesome. And the last thing, we're tracking, you guys are holding me accountable, still have 4 seats left. 4 seats left by March 1st. So I'm not even going to give you the option. Just come on down to Asbury. I'll be here all day, Asbury Underground, and check it out. You'll love it. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. And give your gift to the world. That's what this is all about. All right? Bye.